1450 WLAF. We're on live with breaking sports news here on WLAF. We're pleased to introduce to you the new head basketball coach of the Campbell County Cougars, Coach Ernie Clawson. We've known him as Ernie Mac for a long time. Coach, congratulations.
Hey, we're really appreciative. We're thankful and we're blessed to have this opportunity to take on a new challenge in my life. You know, God closed the door and part of my life, and I'm starting a new chapter and looking forward to it.
Well, you're a Valley boy. You've spent your basketball career at Powell Valley High School, Cumberland Gap High School, and, of course, at LMU. And this is going to be a short trip change for you, I guess, to come down the valley and be at Campbell County High School.
Yes, it is. You know, when the opportunity presented itself, you know, a lot of things that I thought about, and one of them was, you know, I can commute. You know, I don't have to travel far, and you know, it's our neighbor, and you know, it's probably just as short of a distance to drive to Campbell County as it is to go to Cumberland Gap High School. So, looking forward to it.
Well, now, of course, you have been the head coach at Cumberland Gap for the first 8 seasons of the school, and then the last year you've been the athletic director. And let me make sure I have this correct. Your one-loss record, 119 wins, 96 losses over 8 seasons. Pretty impressive numbers. And I know that you had some good teams, one in particular that came out winning over Campbell County High School.
Yes, we've had several good seasons up there. You know, we've had 3 losing seasons in 8 seasons. You know, I was blessed. My first year came into a situation where the team had only won 8 or 9 ball games the previous season. We came in and we sold, you know, the work ethic, and the kids bought into it. You know, they were eager to win, and you know, had a lot of success and continued that for a while. And then it started going downhill the last couple of seasons there, and but that's part of it. You know, you're going to have good seasons. You're going to have some bad seasons. But, you know, we're blessed to say we've had some great kids and some kids that have worked hard for us, and, you know, some hungry kids that want to win. And, you know, and that's what I'm hoping for as I go to Campbell County. I want some kids that are hungry to win, and we want to instill we're trying to sell a product. It's just like marketing. We're trying to sell a product, and I feel like if these kids will buy into it, I feel like we can be successful down there.
We're visiting with Ernie Mac Clawson, just named this morning as the new head basketball coach at Campbell County High School. Coach, you have been a winner your entire career, state tournament team at Powell Valley, one of the best teams ever at Powell Valley High School, and, of course, your success as head coach at Cumberland Gap High School. What are your thoughts about coming to Campbell County? Much bigger school, a lot larger enrollment, and, of course, quite a few people wanting to play basketball.
Well, you know, that's one thing about it. It's definitely going to be a challenge. You know, and I'm up for challenges. That's one of the reasons why I left middle school and went to the high school level. I know that district is tough, and I'm looking forward to finding some kids, and I know that we'll have a lot that will try out, find some kids that want to buy into what we want to sell. And, you know, I believe that if these kids will buy into it, I feel like that we can be successful on this level. But I know Oak Ridge is the top dog in this league, and you know, and my goal is to be competitive and have a chance every night. And I believe that if the kids' hearts are there and they're hungry, I feel like that we can play with anybody, and you know, and that's my goal, to be competitive and have a chance and you know, bring this team back to prominence.
This is a team that has really a storied, a rich history. You're coming in as a high school coach. You play the hand you're dealt. You're not like a college coach where you get a chance to play the hand that you deal, but you'll be playing a hand that pretty much you're dealt. And, of course, you have experience with that, of course, 8 years as a head coach already.
Yes. Well, you know, when you go into any situation, you know, you take the kids that want to win. You take the kids that are wanting to work hard. You take the kids that want to be successful, you know, and a lot of it is attitude, you know, their attitude, their work ethic, their want to. And I really feel that if kids will see that and know that a lot of this winning is all about attitude and work ethic, you know, you can be successful on any level. I know you got to have talent. I understand that. And I feel like there's some talented kids, you know, with an enrollment of 1,400 students down there. There's some talented kids down there, and I feel like that if those kids will come in and you know, buy into our product, I feel like that there can be success at Campbell County High School.
Well, obviously, we're in very unusual times, unprecedented times with the COVID-19 outbreak, the pandemic. How did the process go for you with regard to applying for this job, being a part of the interview process? Obviously, probably a little bit more unique or different than you've been accustomed to over the years.
Absolutely. You know, I want to say a special thank you to Miss Sherry Chapman, and special thank you to Miss Jamie Wheeler, and also a big thank you to Josh James. The interview process is, you know, it was different, but it wasn't difficult. You know, we came in, you know, we told them what, you know, how we felt about the situation. We felt like that we could win. We feel like that, you know, I told them, I said, winning is great, but it's also about, you know, teaching character. You know, it's also about teaching these kids life skills and getting them ready to be great young men. And, you know, and that means more to me than anything, because wins and losses, you know, will take care of themselves. But the biggest thing is we want to see these guys succeed, and we want them to be great young men. But, you know, as far as the interview process, you know, it was great. It was a little different. You don't get to see people eye to eye, but you know, I really enjoyed it.
We're visiting with the new head basketball coach of the Campbell County Cougars, Ernie Mac Clawson, who, of course, is a veteran head coach coming from Cumberland Gap High School, an all-star player at Powell Valley High School back in the day, back in the mid-1990s. Your team had a great run there for really more than a season, probably a 3 or 4 year run there with given the talent that you played with and your talent ability with that basketball team. What are you going to be able to do with regard to hitting the ground running? That will be sort of a different approach, I would think, with this job, given the pandemic and where we are at this moment. What are you going to be able to maybe do from the house or maybe from the get-go, do you think, Coach?
Well, first of all, I want to get in contact. You know, I know of some of these players, but I don't know the players. And the biggest thing is I want to get in contact with them. And I want to introduce myself, and you know, as once the governor lifts the ban of keeping us at home, I would like to meet with them. And, you know, once they open up our gyms or open up the schools again, you know, we will hit it, and we will start working hard and trying to, you know, accomplish what we want to get done here. And, you know, I know it's going to be tough for the next probably few weeks, maybe months. I don't know. But I know every other school is having to deal with the same situation.
Well, Coach, you're going to have a slight change in colors. You're going to be going to royal blue and orange, burnt orange. You'll have to work on that wardrobe some.
I'm going to definitely have to work on our wardrobe. Actually, I've got one Campbell County T-shirt.
Well, that's a start, I guess, huh?
It is a start. You know, I was talking with my brother a while ago, and we were talking about having to, you know, order us some shirts and get us a different wardrobe, and you know, looking forward to putting on the burnt orange and the blue, and it will be a change for us. You know, I'm used to wearing black. Cumberland Gap or Columbia Blue, but we're looking forward to changing the colors, and we're looking forward to getting started.
What would you have you thought with regard to an assistant coach? You mentioned your brother. What kind of time frame are we talking about to assemble a staff?
Well, actually, I'm bringing my brother with me. This was part of the interview process and the deal that we talked about. My brother is probably one of the best middle school coaches around. He's young, he's energetic. You know, he brings in a great mind, great philosophies. He's a great motivator, one of the best motivators that I've ever seen on the sidelines, and he's going to be great for these younger kids. He's he's about 10 years younger than I am. Probably has a little bit more energy than I do, but we both love to win. And, and one of the things that we talked about in doing this, and this has been one of our goals in life, is to coach together. And I just think it's such a blessing. It's an honor to have this opportunity to bring him with me and for him to be on the sideline with me.
Well, Coach, we have just received some information while we're talking here that Ryan Browning is becoming the new athletic director at Campbell County High School.
Okay. I know of Ryan, and, I've heard all the good things about him. I don't know him personally. I've not had a chance to just sit and talk with him, but I'll be looking forward to getting to know him. I'm sure he's a great person. I'm sure he wants the best for Campbell County athletics.
Well, we'll sum him up in 2 words: great guy.
Oh, that's what I like. I love to be around great people. Great hearts, great minds, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, Coach, if I can get you to hang on the line with me for just a minute, and we'll wrap up here. Folks, we're visiting with Ernie Mac Clawson, who's the new head basketball coach at Campbell County High School, and we just learned while we were talking with the new coach that we have a new director of athletics. Coach Sherry Chapman is stepping down as AD, and Ryan Browning will be taking over as the athletics director at Campbell County High School. Coach Clawson, head coach of the Cougars, Coach Ernie Mac Clawson, any closing comments you'd like to pass along, sir?
Well, I'd just like to tell everybody out there, just, our goal is to win, to teach these kids, about life. We want to do the very best we can, and I feel I'm not promising any miracles, but I will promise this: if the kids will buy into what we got to sell, I feel like that we can bring success to Campbell County High School basketball program.
Well, Coach, we anxiously look forward to working with you here at WLAF. Of course, we've had some spot opportunities to work with you over the past years, but we will look forward to a full slate of basketball games and working with you coming up in 2020, 2021. That sounds kind of odd, but we wish you the best. And again, if you'll hold on just a moment, we'll wrap this up, and I'll be right back to you, okay?
All right. Thank you, Jim.
Head coach Ernie Mac Clawson is the new head basketball coach at Campbell County High School. And as mentioned, Ryan Browning has become the new athletics director at Campbell County High School. Stay connected, WLAF.